do it in a less weird way next time.
Right, let's get through this. So, back where we were.
Where were we? A match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to the camera? Does that make it easier?
I think this is a really interesting conversation, actually. Why is it difficult to show up?
On camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Personally, I would say because I find it difficult to turn up for myself, let alone someone else. Plus, it's very difficult to take that quantum leap from who you believe you are to who we actually are, and to be witnessed.
Yeah.
In doing that in our own home is quite big.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
Well, we may have to do a bit of detective work here, because I need some time to feel into it, but we did say before we started filming about the sexualization of creation, and we've both been over-sexualized as men and women, but also personally in our lives. And for me personally, yeah, I can see how deeply abusive that is. That society teaches us to sexualize women, but essentially what we're doing is we're sexualizing on a deeper level, and we can talk more into this, but we're sexualizing innocence. Because, well, I need more time to feel into it, but it feels like well, actually, I don't think that's true. I think it's because, again, I'm afraid. I think it's there's a little bit of judgment there for me.
Judgment of what?
Well, anything negative about, oh, okay, so this is a bit what we spoke about this morning, the tainted love, tainted by the ego. It shows up in many different forms, but has the same vibration. And so it's any form of abuse, which is essentially anything that comes out of the ego's mouth. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm starting to elevate already.
Oh, yeah, I can feel that, yeah. Truth sets you free, huh?
Yeah, and exposure of my emotions is a great sacrifice.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Because I sacrificed part of my ego by expressing my fears.
Yeah.
Over to you. Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You see the vibration gets high immediately when humour's injected?
Yeah, yeah.
So we took your D, now I take your eye.
So
we should probably just tell everyone what we're doing.
Yeah, okay. Before I expose myself.
Okay, expose yourself first.
So I have fear of coming on camera because of the sexualization, because of the judgments.
I can feel that.
And so then, well, we tried once. Am I getting fat already?
No, you look great.
Energetically fat.
No, you look beautiful. Shall I tell them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we tried to come on camera earlier, and Hazel just started, it's really odd that her spiritual essence just started getting really fat, and so she looked really chubby, and it's like from her childhood of being bullied, and so she doesn't want to be bullied, so yours is also judgment. me just check that the camera's facing the right way. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just a little bit. I think you moved it, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I've been sitting here all the whole time.
Oh, gosh. You're so blaming the feminine for everything. Did you breathe?
Yes, I did. I confess I breathed.
All right, sorry, you were saying.
So, yeah. So energetically, because we read each other energetically, you saw that my fear of being exposed, a camera exposes you. It's like putting you in the limelight. My judgments of not being ready or pretty enough or whatever it is, actually you saw that it made my energy field, made me fat. And that's protection, yeah.
Yeah, protecting your beauty.
Yeah. Because I don't like the fear of coming out. Yeah, you're right. It is beautiful. What we've done and our journey that we've taken over these last 5 years is absolutely stunning. Hadn't actually quite seen it like that. Our journey is stunning. It's so beautiful. But no wonder we don't want to share it.
Oh.
Because we're only, sharing it with a few so far because it's stunning. We are living the match made in heaven.
Yeah.
We did go above and beyond and break through all the illusions as far as we could to really test the borders on, is it possible to live love? And that journey is stunning, stunningly beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the fear. It's like giving it justice, to putting it online, like putting it on the line,
I want to say something really bold. Because you have just exposed yourselves. Thank you for doing that. It's really powerful. I could feel you lifted up the energy so much. It scared me quite a bit.
Right, okay.
And because you're a very powerful woman. Yeah. We know that. And I wanted to say, gosh, blowing myself away here by giving me gratitude. So I noticed that when we do come on camera, it is like a ceremony. And I feel when we activate each other through gratitude, love, and joy, humor, and exposure, the vibration goes up and I feel like I'm in medicine. And this brought up something that I wanted to communicate, that I thought was really powerful. So I'll let that come back to me.
Well, I was talking about our journey being stunning, and actually that's why I've been afraid to come on camera. Yeah, the beauty of it and exposing the beauty, and learning how to communicate that, and actually not being afraid, learning how to not be afraid that even if nobody watches us, or even if nobody gets it, or even if there's negative comments. I mean, you went through a lot of negative comments before, when you first started putting your channel out, and now you're getting a lot of amazing comments.
I got horrendous ones, yeah, because I did a video with a thumbnail about toxic masculinity, and loads of men just flooded to my channel because YouTube put it on there, sent it to the wrong people, essentially, not my audience. And I had to delete the comments. Some of them were so horrible about the feminine, and they were disgusting. Some of it was so disgusting that I thought, wow, how did someone think about that? Like, I remember I screenshot it, but I deleted it now. I was going to use it one day. It's like, oh wow, like somebody actually said that. I can't believe it. I think it was, oh yeah, none of them watched the video. None of them, right? I remember what it was now. He said, where would we even be without the toxic patriarchy? I was like, what? Are you joking? You're joking. We've been held back by thousands of years. Thousands.
That was quite a long time to be held back. Yeah.
So that really affected me, actually.
Yeah.
And so I'm speaking into our fears here. The fears of being bullied. Because I want to, when I went back, I'm going to just talk about that memory. After that happened, I was supposed to go and do something for myself, which I adored, which was I went to a stone carving course in Brighton. And you remember the absolute nightmare I had, right? And that was because of what happened to me. I got attacked, essentially, by the controlled toxic patriarchy through multiple men, daggers and arrows. And I went to Brighton and I had probably the worst 3 years. Worst 3 days, but it did feel like 3 years. Yeah, it felt horrendous. And then I got the message that it was to teach me a lesson. It was a spiritual lesson, an initiation of the fable of the donkey and the tiger. Right, and the fable, I'll sum it up. It's a really good fable, and this is what was sent to me spiritually, and it made so much sense for me that I was like, could you not have just told me that before? Did I really have to go through all that pain? But essentially, the donkey comes up to the tiger and says, oh, look at the grass today, it's so beautiful and blue. And the tiger says, it's not blue, it's green. And the donkey's like, of course it's blue. And the tiger's like, look, it's not, it's green. He goes, no, it's blue. And he goes, all right, we'll go to the Lion King and we'll ask him. But if you're wrong and it is green, you'll get punished. And so they go and see the lion and the Lion King. And the Lion King says, what's the problem? And the tiger goes, the donkey's being an ass. He's saying the grass is blue, but it's green. And the donkey says, well, the grass is blue. And the king goes to the tiger, the donkey is right. And the tiger goes, why are you saying that? And he says, because a tiger does not argue with a donkey.
Right, yeah. Wow. More elevation right there.
Welcome, tiger.
Yeah. And it's, gosh, I don't want to justify everybody's bad behavior now. It's like, oh, but you need to, those people are suffering and everything. It's like, actually, no. We've taken an enormous amount of responsibility to cut through the ego to get to be in this place of our journey and our beautiful journey, and to stand by the love that we are.
I'm sorry, but you took the vibration down with
Did
that
I?
because I do have compassion for them. I do. They're suffering. Men are suffering. I've spoken about this, and this is a.
So I didn't quite say it right.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. You need to elaborate on it because you're trying to find the essence of bullying and how those men shouldn't have said those things, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And to take responsibility for that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying.
Because if we just tolerate all of that, it's not okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Yeah. Well, that gets into the realms of narcissism.
Yeah.
Which I'm a pro at.
Yeah.
The vibration went down.
Yeah, so we have to stay high vibe. How can we talk about the deep stuff in a high vibe way?
I need to calm down.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I noticed I sped up.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right.
And I may have interrupted.
Yeah, so I couldn't get the whole story out.
Yeah. Apologies.
So you interrupt and you only get pieces of the story, and therefore it distorts my story.
Wow, never seen it like that before.
Yeah, so the right story doesn't get told, and I think this is one of the things about the feminine, and this is why I often say on my video that I'm not going to give bullet points. You have to listen to the whole story, because it's about the journey. And this is one of the beautiful things, the stunning things about us and our life and how we met, is that we took the journey. We have taken the journey through the portals of love that have opened up the new reality of oneness consciousness in partnership, in sacred union, and proved that it is possible to live it. And you cannot get there, because it's universal frequencies which decide if you're there or not. And that's why can't tolerate all of that lower dimensional rubbish. Doesn't get you there. You have to take the journey.
Right, okay, but you right. I'm coming into back into my own vibration, okay, right, into a higher vibration. And you were offered a gift and you didn't take it.
Which gift?
A donkey does not argue. Sorry, a tiger. A tiger does not argue with a donkey. And I said, "Welcome, tiger." And you shied away.
So here's the thing, is that in my wanting to be inclusive and love everybody and oneness consciousness, I tolerate all the donkeys. Is that what you're saying?
No, you listen to them, you entertain them.
But the tiger entertained the donkey.
Yeah, you are the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been entertaining the donkeys.
And I shouldn't do that.
No, you're an idiot for doing that.
Yeah.
Anyone is. I was.
Yeah.
To entertain that toxicity that is aimed just to bring you down and stop you making your dreams come true or feel bad about yourself, that's their own stuff that they need to take responsibility for, which is what the point you were trying to make, right?
Yeah.
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 Right on.
Yeah.
Right on, tiger.
Right on, tiger. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is part of me learning how to come out and show myself against the bullies. Like, I'm healing bullying. I've done it on the inner realms. I've done it inside. I've done it with you. And now in coming out, I'm doing it in the three, for my work, for the service of humanity. And I think I can feel myself getting really big now, like really tall.
Yeah.
So this is it. This is the rising. Gosh, this is amazing. I feel really tall. Wow. This is the rising into what I want to say is my realm, my sovereign realm.
Gosh, you look massive. You do, you look really tall.
Yeah, I feel really tall.
Yeah. I feel like I need to sit up straight now.
Wow.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's beautiful working in this multi-dimensional way. And so what I want to say is how we've been working and the sacredness of how we've been working and integrating what some people might know as fifth dimensional consciousness, but I work mainly in the realm of ninth dimensional consciousness, don't we?
Yeah, and above.
Yeah.
Minimum.
That it physically shifts your reality.
Yeah, to the point where people think that the whole world's lost their mind. Sorry, carry on. I interrupted again.
And these are the new frequencies in which we're walking into as a humanity. And if we don't share our journey, well, we share our journey as an offering in showing that we have walked the path, and we open up that space for others to join, because I know that there's a lot of people out there who are saying goodbye to the old reality and not able to say hello yet. So, you know, say hello, you say hello, I say goodbye.
Hashtag say hello.
Hashtag say hello, yeah. Please say hello to us, yeah. And it's, I think this is one of the things that distinguishes us, like in a very humble way, is what we've uncovered and unlocked through man and woman, the vessel, the body of man and woman, is totally like, wow, you know, it really is the dream come true. And that's what's available. This is this new frequency of humanity that cracked me open 5 years ago, that we've shared for the last 4.5 years, and making it come true. And we've had to make it come true first for ourselves before we share it with others, and that's what we're doing. And this is also what sets us apart. And this is where people can trust in us, because we've taken the journey first rather than trying to commoditize off it, you know. So there's a declaration of beauty and honesty for you.
Yes, boss.
Something like that. Is that showing up? Yeah, I think so. Getting there. Can't expect to be perfect on the first go.
No, but you showing up is showing people who you truly are, and who I truly know you to be is somebody who is always laughing at my jokes and smiling.
That's not entirely true.
See, I got her. I got her up into the higher vibration. Right, can I talk now?
Yeah.
Gosh. Right. So you remember I said earlier, I stopped and I said I wanted to say something.
Mm-hmm.
You when you talk and I listen, it's like I get this inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
You said that we took the journey, right? And we're talking about exposure as well, which I think we should come back to, because that's actually fun and we can get to a really high vibration. But based on that, and I want to talk about hashtag say hello. First, I want to say is that we know as part of our destiny that in the future people are going to be watching this because they want to know how we did it.
Yeah.
And that's a bold thing to say, but we already know that. It's just fact. We've been told that through our divine guidance. We've got many different divine contacts. We could never have done this alone.
But it's also been testified by the first actual humans that we've been working with.
Don't try to justify what I'm trying to say, because you're scared that what I'm saying.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Keep going. We can do this. We can do this. We're going to set sail upon this new glorious ship of new creation.
Right.
Keep going.
See, that's more like it. Right. So I'm very pinpoint. I'm very accurate. And I don't like it when there's a negative energy, because I'm very sensitive and I say, oh no, we've got to come down with you. I don't need to come down with you. Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll do the deep diving. You do the sailing.
Yeah, okay. I'll do the flying. Sailing. I do a bit of deep diving.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Yeah. I'm very good at that.
You are.
In my own way.
Yeah.
So people are going to be listening to this in the future. Don't get scared. Right? Because it's a bold statement to say, but we know that. We've known that for years, but it's gotten stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So our guides have said, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. We've told you so many times. Why don't you just accept that you two are leaders? And we're like, I can't say that though. And we're having to come out, and we're going to come out in different ways, like we already have. I mean, you look at the sporadicness of prophecy walkers and how we're trying to make it. It's been so hard. Do this, don't do this. Do this, don't do this. How are we going to do this? And that's what we're doing now. We're building a blooming business plan for prophecy walkers.
Yeah.
About how to open everybody's hearts so that we can be received and heard. This is how desperate we are.
So, well,
I haven't finished.
So that you can receive and be heard by yourself and your own
You're
hearts.
justifying what I'm saying again.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Because you're afraid that somebody might judge what I'm saying.
Right, okay.
Okay, but...
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, right. Okay.
Just wait until you have your breakdown and you go through the journey and you emerge the other side. But don't worry, because we will be there on the other side going, hey, you did.
Hi everyone, we just had a huge technical mishap and we're really annoyed. So we're going to laugh at the tragedy of it all. Someone phoned my phone, because I'm filming it on my phone and it interrupted, which is a real shame because we were talking about why we're doing this and they're saying some incredible things. So I don't know if we spoke about hashtag say goodbye in the previous 30 minutes.
Hashtag say hello.
Hashtag say hello.
Say hello to us. Hashtag say hello.
No, that's not what it was about.
Go ahead.
It's not about us. Say hello. Hashtag say hello is because a lot of people are going through a hard time now. And we used to go for walks and we used to say hello to people because everybody looked so miserable, and sometimes people wouldn't say hello back, but we just kept on being happy. And it's not about judging people for that. It's about just say hello to brighten up someone's day. It can change someone's life. It can save someone's life as well.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that. I don't know if we said that already, but I'm going to say it again because I thought it was really important. And about suicide versus ego death. You know, we're part of our... I just saw a mouse. Take what you need. The part of what we're delivering here is to be here in support and joy and true support, sharing our wisdom, sharing divine guidance of the new earth, because that's our divine destiny. That's part of our divine purpose together. That's what Prophecy Walkers is about, is giving this, sharing this wisdom of what's next, because people don't know because they're going in all the wrong direction. And when that veil is lifted, there's going to be a lot of, oh no, kind of energy, and people are going to blame themselves. But that's not the truth. We're not to blame, but it is our responsibility. And yeah, we may have done some horrible things in our lives and to the earth and to humanity, but Spirit doesn't want us to wallow in our shame. It wants us to let go of that, because we've been, for lack of a better term, kind of lied to and tricked into that. It's not really our... Well, I'm talking about divine justice here. It's a big topic. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but a lot of people are going to be pushed to the edge. And I don't know if I spoke about this earlier, but when I was going through big changes, it got really serious. You know, sometimes when I didn't acknowledge what was or wasn't shown itself between me and my partner, it pushed me to the edge of wanting to take my life. And, you know, part of what we're trying to deliver is the medicine to prevent physical death, but to encourage spiritual ego death, because the illusion of suicide comes from not knowing how to die spiritually. Because when we die spiritually, it allows the ego to die and to move on. They're like ghosts of the past or attachments on, you know, lies we've been sold about. We're not divine, our love is outside of us in the sky as a god, or, you know, not inside. All these kind of stuff like dogma I talk about on the BAP podcast, about the denial of who we are, the denial of our sovereign right, of our divinity. And we're creating here a new, and this is what I wanted to say again in case we didn't say it, is the reason we're doing this is not only do we want to be here, and our purpose, our divine purpose, is to be in service to humanity, but we're trying to create a charitable organization that is going to be so big that, our end goal with it is truly, and I'm really upset that this may not have recorded, because the first time I said it with such awe and such passion, because this is about world peace. We want to bring peace to the world, and we need your help to do it. We need the tribe, and please, we really need your donations. You won't regret it. This is going to go back into um, changing everything, from cleaning up the world, giving back to Gaia, to cleaning up the systems, to supporting everything and everyone, animals included, nature. And we're trying to create a foundation here, and we need these donations to make it come true. And we also, this is our life. We gave up our old lives, and so we had to give up our jobs. So this is our job, and we really appreciate your donations to help us pay our bills, our rent, and to get new equipment for the artwork that we'll be producing and the outfits. Hazel's doing an art exhibition next year about the Soul Prophecy Oracle, and about, we've written it down.
It's about living life as art, and essentially when
And joy.
when you talk, yeah, and when you're talking about, like, when you're talking about world peace, first of all, Prophecy Walkers is about creating that peace within yourself. And this is where we're starting. With the journey that we're sharing shows how to stop the war within yourself, how to stop the war as a couple, and how to stop the war like in communities, bringing families back together, healing separation. And so, yes, that is the global vision, let's say, but right here, right now, we've ended the war inside of ourselves together, and we're ending that in this new tribe that we're creating, where there is no more separation, no more jealousy, because we're working into these new frequencies of joy, happiness, peace, bliss, serenity, synarchy, this beautiful new reality that is a truth. And yes, it is born through tragedy, and it is born through all the suffering that's happening right now on the planet, and we can't avoid that. And we're saying at the same time, yes, there's also joy to be had. It's a freaking comedy tragedy right now out in the world, and let's come together to reclaim all that was lost. And art, yes, is a part of that. The soul gifts, igniting who you were truly meant to be, all of that is part of it. And so this is what we're doing. This is Prophecy Walkers, and so we need your help to be part of that. We're going to be opening up a prophecy portal, which you can be part of.
What are people getting from this, though? This is what I'm trying to explain. Why people donate to us? What do they get? Right? What are we giving to? Because we're trying to we'll be giving out coding, new divine coding for humanity, and part of that divine coding, in order to bring world peace, is to start ending the programming that they've put into us, like consumerism, like Black Friday. That needs to end. And so we need people to work with us. We need editors, we need artists. We've even thought about an ambassador to work with, and we need guests. We need people to work with us, and we need the donations to make this a reality.
Because what we've done essentially, right, is we have sacrificed the whole of our old lives in the belief of the new life.
Yeah.
Killing our egos.
Yeah, and it's been difficult.
And moving into love, and it has been extremely difficult.
It's been very serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're trying to be very joyful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and bring that into it. Yeah, and it's all part of there, allowing the joy to come through where there's been difficulty.
Yeah. I'm trying to also help expose our fears of being joyful on camera. Otherwise, it makes it very difficult when there's like this up and down. When we're trying to take off.
Yeah.
Speak into it. Because to deliver the message, we need to move through these things, right?
Right, okay. So, welcome to how difficult it is to share your voice on camera when you've been through so much. Sorry if that's not joyful, but it's the truth as well. And the truth also needs to be felt and heard.
Okay.
Because in order to live that springboard, that depth, and to have the true joy, you need to feel the true realness of life. And that's where true joy comes from. It comes from taking the journey and coming out the other side. Otherwise, it's just a spiritual bypass. So this is part of what we're talking about, is having taken the real journey and meeting in love and coming together in love and seeing all of the ridiculousness of taking the spiritual journey that most people are avoiding. And we're saying, hey, actually, we took the journey.
Yes, but honey bunny, your medicine isn't matching up with my medicine that I'm trying to deliver.
Right.
And so it's like we're telling two different stories.
Okay.
So you need to stand on the bridge with me, because that's what Prophecy Walkers is about, darling. And we need to share the same vision of love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just expose myself then. I find it really hard that we've just made a brilliant video, and now it's like trying to catch up and finish the video and make a second half of the video. It's just ridiculous.
We're upset because we shared some incredible, really open-hearted wisdom, and it was sabotaged through a, one of those sales calls. So it's difficult, but I'm trying to teach Hazel about the medicine of laughing through tragedy, like we said at the beginning. That some days are easier than others, let's say.
Oh my God.
So anyway, we're going to do other videos. So if this one hasn't turned out the best, we'll keep bringing you
forgive ourselves and keep moving on.
Yeah, and we'll keep bringing you the latest in new divine consciousness, right? Because that's what we were doing. We were really elevating, and then you kept taking us in the submarine. I'm like, no, we're going that way.
I know, but also this is part of the sacred feminine, and this is why we get mistaken. And somehow I also need to get that message across.
Okay, we'll talk into that. Right? So Hazel's got this natural innate ability of going deep, and it's amazing because most people won't dare go there, and it can make you feel like your heart's being wrenched out of your chest. Or like Moby Dick, when the spear's in him, he pulls down the fisherman with him into the depths and he ends up dying, right? And so she pulls us all under to kill our egos, and it's terrifying. And so I have to balance that out with a bit of joy. But Hazel's medicine, which she's not acknowledging because she finds it difficult to come out into the light, is to come into the light and to not ignore her depth, but to start embracing her joy. And I think it's, again, comes back to the original conversation of being sexualized and your innocence and being all chubbed up.
Yeah,
it's okay to laugh.
Yeah.
It's okay to be who you want to be. Like, do you remember you had a go at me earlier for speaking one of my ancestors' accents?
Yeah.
Right, mate? Like, what's that all about? That's called ego interruption, ego judgment. Like, we don't want any of that in Prophecy Walkers.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm redesigning the lightning strike here on the page. Yeah, I need to let go of how I show up on camera. I need to completely let go of that.
So you're letting go of this person who's turned up today?
Yeah.
Right, okay, great. So on our next video, we're going to turn up as completely different human beings.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. I have this real issue with delivering a message that I think the audience wants. And this is part of the illusion of, let's say, YouTube, or delivering a message on the
social
media, is why can't we just sit in a room and chat?
Because we're afraid people will tune out because they've been doped by dopamine. and they're triggered to essentially channel hop and not receive the medicine. And I think I gave a transmission that was deleted because of the call of will be delivering gifts to you, soul gifts, for your humanity, collective soul gifts of transmissions. Like I did a transmission in the last one to activate the Earth Star chakra, so I'll do it again because I'm not having it. It wasn't received. So we'll be able to gift magic to you. So if you've made it thus far, you deserve to receive this gift. If you're listening this far to this video, you deserve to receive this gift. I want you, whether you're lying down or stood up or sat down, I want you to picture like a 3 circle, like a target, but with no lines, of the your Earth Star chakra opening up beneath your feet, like a big portal. And I want you to picture gold stars on the bottom of your feet. And I want that portal now to open to give you access to your emotional stability, your divine purpose, your connection to Earth, and your safety, your full right to be here, your sovereign right to be here as a divine human being on Earth. And so that's available for you now, and that medicine is received, which means you will start feeling a deeper, grounded connection to Earth. And it might be difficult because you're going to have to accept that you're incredible. And that might be difficult for your ego, but we're here. We're here for you. But you deserve to have that medicine because, and it took us years to figure that out, that we were cut off from our Earth Star chakras, because they want us disconnected, because when we do become connected like we have done, you become the rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. You essentially become the prophecy of the Christed ones, which I talk about in my Bet podcast. I think it's episode 20, if I'm correct.
You've got that far, that's great.
What do you mean?
I haven't got that far yet.
What, 20 episodes?
Yeah.
No, you haven't. No comment. I'm struggling to deliver the story. It's so huge. People are not understanding the enormity of my podcast and the truth that's coming through. So there's more transmissions there for you too.
And can I just say, understand the enormity of what the true ascension journey means. It means that the whole dissolving of your old life, spiritual communities included, everything dissolves. That's why we need your support. Let's create this new reality together.
Yeah,
listen to the Back podcast.
Create the new rainbow tribe.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Join our prophecy portal. It'll be opening soon. Keep in touch and get on the emailing list.
Yeah, and say hello. Yeah, of course, and interact with us. Ask us questions.
Yeah.
Tell us what you need.
Yeah, allow us to sit with you in your living room and just be part of our tribe. We've had some incredible people contact us through YouTube, actually, who are now working with us live. Who one has come on my training called the Chalice, which is about clearing the vessel, and she's an amazing woman. I mean, they're all amazing in their own right, but she discovered us on YouTube, and she was like, oh, like 2 years ago when one of our first videos came out, and she's like, oh, I hope what would it be like to meet those two one day? She reached out, and magic is happening because we recognize, we resonate with each other's vibration. She reached out and now she's part of this. It's incredible. So you are not alone. You are not alone. There is real people like we are doing the work right out there, living in true sacred union, realigning to the soul purpose, activating not only the Earth Star chakra, but so much more of the frequencies in the body and beyond that are available.
Yeah.
This is the work we're doing. It is groundbreaking. It is incredible. It's going beyond methods, going beyond psychology, and breaking and into the new paradigm, actually living it right here, right now. Yes, I do get a bit serious and passionate about it at times, but this journey is powerful. This journey is incredible.
Yeah.
What happens when you smash yourself apart? You witness yourself as separation itself, and then you, boom, bring yourself back into life. That's what I did. I did it on my own before I met him. And then it's like, hey, are you up for the journey? You're like, yeah, I think that would be great. And he's like, yeah, okay, let's do that. So I taught him how to do that, witness himself, and smash yourself back into reality. Opening up the rainbow body, opening up the glorious golden life path, that it goes beyond just something that you might read in a book and be inspired by. It becomes ignited and alive within you. And there's no way of escaping it when you've ignited it. You're there, you're on the path, you're doing it. This is what we're doing. Come and join us in our prophecy portal. We go beyond just giving you a nice meditation to listen to. We allow you to activate the powerful wisdom that is alive within your body, your heart. You'll go beyond any method that you've ever lived before. And you'll realize that all of that was only just touching the surface of what is available when you get real about who you are and why you came here. And then you talk about wanting divine union. Well, be careful what you wish for, because that will also rip you to shreds if you're ready for it. And this is also what we're preparing women to be ready to be able to hold the heart of the sacred masculine and bring him back to life too.
Yeah,
this is what we're doing.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, and it's wild and it's amazing, and it'll go beyond. You get rid of your dating apps, get rid of any desires or wants or needs or any wish lists or any manifestation programs that you think might get you to where you want to get to. Well, you can by all means try it for a few years, but you'll come back and wish you would have joined us earlier.
The dragon has spoken.
Yeah, let that be known. Let that be known.
Now can the lion speak?
Woo!
Yeah, well done. Right, that's passion. Passion.
La passion. I finally
passion.
cracked out of the shell.
Right.
Okay.
Excellent.
Whoa.
You're doing great. Well
done.
Am
I? Great. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm going to have some tea.
Okay. So I would just like to add, as a lion-hearted man, through my own journey, I have learned to listen to the feminine by surrendering to my own narcissistic acceptance of my poor behavior in relation to myself and the feminine, my abuse towards feminine. And I went through all of that before I met Hazel. But when I met Hazel, it opened up just a whole other level of discarded and deeply unconscious wounds that just unimaginable. And I quantum leaped. It felt like I did years of work in just a few weeks with her. This is how profound it is working in divine union with you, or to inflame. And we did that as friends first. We'll keep saying that. Hashtag friendship first.
That's a good one. Hashtag you want to find your divine counterpart.
Wait. I don't want to lose the thread.
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
So the lion speaks and the dragon listens. You have to be quite strict with dragons. They're a bit wild, you know. So, but I have to be quite strict actually with me, even more so, because lions are extremely wild. So, as I was saying, the journey, see, I have to constantly keep an eye on myself that I don't step out of alignment and insult my dear partner. I have to mirror everything back to me in the moment. So, the difficulty of being a pure masculine is not being heard and not being believed, because the vibration is so unique and so high, because I'm doing it with the feminine. that people don't recognize it, and I only know that is because Hazel has taken her years to recognize the gift of my vibration, my magic, and my love because of the abuse received from men, from toxic patriarchy. And so I find it really easy to help heal women. I'm working with women that all the women that came here, I work with them, and I each give them a paradigm shift because I was an abuser of women, and because of that, I know how to heal women. And the same is true for men, but as I have gone through my own journey, there's an enormous amount of weight and shame and self blame and projected blame, which prevents men from showing up and doing the real work where they allow the woman to lead. Because essentially, what is happening is men steal the gift. And Hazel has shown this to me many times, and it's real. It's real. Men don't know they're doing it, and I know that's true because I didn't know I was doing it, and I can tell you exactly why. And I'm here to help Hazel, and Hazel's here to help me. We do it together, and with your help, to turn everything on its head so it's the right way up again. Because everyone's gone in the wrong direction. And you know it's true. You can feel it. Hashtag smile. Like, seriously. It's true though. Like, everyone's freaking miserable. And if they're not, they're putting on a fake persona. It's only those people who are truly, truly living their passion and not for money that are really, truly happy. And they're the ones that are really pushing, holding the light. But that is available for everyone, but it's also not, because people are being held back. And this is a divine justice medicine that I'm here to help deliver. I'm essentially the bridge between the awakened feminine and the masculine rising. So we're each very important, but with hugely different roles. Hazel's an oracle, and I'm not going to say because I'm not ready to share that. But you've created the Soul Prophecy Oracle, and it's so big that we need those donations to make that come true as well, to get that printed and out into all the hands. But we really appreciate your donations, and you're not going to regret it. We really need them to make this happen, and we're extremely serious about this. But part of the seriousness is that there has to be serious fun. This is what we've been told repeatedly by Spirit. It has to be fun, because they want us to experience joy and divinity by evolving through the light, evolving through joy, like a plant, a flower, a seed of humanity, growing through the darkness of the soil, like a lotus, blue lotus, and blooming into the full Christed ones that we are.
And can I come in there? It's like, so, and there's a difference in the fake spiritual communities which are avoiding. They're avoiding the true light. They're hiding in an illusion of happiness. And this is why we work together with myself as a very deep woman and you as an incredibly divine masculine, let's say.
And deep and divine. We're both deep and divine.
Yeah. Is that you can reach those heights. You can open up that divinity within yourself. You can also do that in partnership, but you have to go deep and do the work, the excavation work. It will not happen. This is why, and we'll get into this in other videos, thank you for holding the light, that I truly believe that most relationships do not need to end. But as a populace at the moment, we don't know what love is. So we just happy-go-lucky finish that relationship and go and repeat it in another one. But there's another way. There is another way. I know I've survived 2 narcissistic abusive marriages and countless amounts of bullying. Yeah, and now I'm in this.
It goes deeper than that. It goes. It's so big and wide, and it needs picking apart. And we are the guys because we've been through it.
And we're going to put this into the prophecy portal for our community.
Can I
to
finish
find
what
out
I
why.
was saying and deliver the magic?
Yeah, sorry.
Hijacked again.
Sorry,
Come on,
please.
dragon.
Sorry. Keep
Let
going.
the lion speak, please.
Hallelujah. Keep going.
Right. So I was talking about growing. Everybody's growing through their suffering, and we're using that suffering as fertilization to grow out and to come into the light. And this is what we are doing. And I can't remember the original point because somebody interrupted me. But I'm just going to blow the magic into the phone. Hopefully you can receive it. There you go, sprinkles. Sprinkles of gold and indigo.
Yeah.
So we're setting people free. That's our goal. That's what we're good at. Can I finish? Is that okay?
No.
Okay.
We are not setting you free. We are showing you how you can set yourself free.
Fair enough.
And that's the path.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What are you punching me for? Come on, Rainbow Bridge.
Rainbow Bridge, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so you're showing up now.
Oh, gosh.
Right, so we're going to do more videos, and we're going to turn up more fantastic. And we've found it really difficult to... we're going to turn up, okay? We're going to keep turning up.
Yeah.
We're going to make this happen. We need to make it happen.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah.
We really need your help. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening. You're great. Be great.
Hopefully this is recorded.
Get on board, yeah. Hallelujah.